Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive on a Saturday morning. I normally would have had an in-person class this morning at 10, but we had everybody sign up for it earlier in the week, or they were duplicates of the escape cards. So so it was awesome, you guys. I get to steal back a little time and knock some things off the list that we've been wanting to do for a couple weeks. Hi, Cheryl Reed. Thanks for connecting with me this morning. Yay. So, you guys, if you are catching this live, yay, awesome. And if you are catching the replay, you guys, there's a lot that we're going to go through. I have a list, you guys, a long list of stuff that I've been meaning to do for prizes and go over the guessing game. And hi, Lisa Spacek. Hi, Kimberly Cronauer. And with the escape, I know it always takes a lot of extra time and energy. I love doing it, but everything else kind of gets put on the wayside, it seems. We get things done that need to get done, and then the fun and games get kind of put to the end. And finally, I have a little breathing room. I'm so excited. Hi, Debbie Schultz. I'm so excited because if you participated in the Winter Creative Escape with me, I just emailed out the tutorial. I know everybody was getting their boxes this week, and I mailed them out Tuesday, and people were getting them as of Thursday already, and I finished the tutorial, so now those that want to start working on their make and takes can do that. I am going to be doing a live private class for those people who registered for the escape on Tuesday morning at 9:30. Got to keep that in my radar here. We'll be making all 9 of the cards in that private class. But if anybody wants to start prepping or stamping or getting their stuff situated, now they have the tutorial. So yay to that. So in case you didn't see that in your email, make sure you check for that if you did the escape with me. But what do we have today, you guys? All right, so if you caught my live on Thursday night, you know that it cut out just as I was finished making the last card. I was super excited that at least we finished the last card. So the class in and of itself was good. But what we didn't get done was doing the sale-a-bration board drawing. I didn't do the door prize drawing. I didn't get to show you cards that had been created this past week for upcoming classes. It's not going to be the showcase. This is not the showcase, you guys. Hi, Rose Coleman. This is not my February showcase. This is just wrapping up a lot of stuff for the year. Well, I should say like the beginning of the year and the end of the year. Like we're going to do top fan drawing. Well, actually, we're going to do monthly creative challenge drawing. We're going to do the VIP half off bundle drawing. I've got a list, you guys. We've got the sale-a-bration board drawing. We've got the class card challenge. We've got the bingo prizes that we have to give away. We have all those 14 guessing questions that you guys, that I did for the leading up to the end of the year to kind of like do a year in review of 2022. Okay, we have those 14 to go through. We also have, what else? That's a lot. I feel like we're just going to start taking like one chunk at a time, you guys. Hi, Gwen Petrashek. So, okay, where do we want to start and what do we want to do first? I'm really excited because there's so much that we're going to be going through and giving away. The one thing I did not get, I have about maybe 15 cards from past classes already since the beginning of the year. I have not had a chance to pull those winners. So we'll be giving those cards away as time passes. But like, what do we want to do? Like, I want somebody to tell me where to go. All right. And as long as it's a good place, right? Not a bad place. All right. So, all right. Let's do this. I printed off, you guys, this is my list. This was my to-do list from yesterday and today. I have lots of check marks finally on some of these, but one of these is guessing game video. Bingo. I don't remember what TF means. I have to think about what TF means. Monthly creative challenge, class card challenge, the monthly card drawing for the door prize. We have to do sale-a-bration board and the half off VIP. Like that, and then here's my list for today, you guys, and that doesn't really even include class. We have class at 1 o'clock, so I do have a hard stop, probably about 12:30, you guys, so I'm hoping this doesn't take 2 hours. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to talk about the monthly creative challenge. Every month, I put a challenge out there that you can submit cards for, and there's this theme for January. This is, you guys, this is December's, okay? We usually do this the first week of January. Well, it was a little chaotic, hot mess going on that first 2 weeks of January. So the theme for December was Get Well, Valentine's Day, Winter Themed Projects. and you have to call out the stamp set name in the comments of the picture. So if you're new to me and not sure, hi Deb Norman. If you're new to me and not sure what this monthly creative challenge is all about, if you go to my Facebook page, Cards by Christine, I have it pinned as an announcement at the top. Here, featured. It's under featured, and there's challenges. So this is the new challenge for January. Here was the bingo challenge that we're going to go over too. This is the showcase for what's coming up in January. Here are all the guessing game things. And then this was the December challenges. It's always pinned here. And what you do is you click on it, and there's 2 links. And the one link is for the monthly creative challenge. And these are the people that submitted. So I grabbed everybody's names, like Deb Norman has here, Valentine card using the Country Floral Lane. Darrell Hoffaker had she posted some cards from my class. So if you post my class cards here, I don't include it. But if you have other cards, because I have a different challenge for class cards, like here, I didn't grab here Barb Johnson, but Deanna Stell, we had here Kindest Gnomes, Winter. So you guys, if you do my classes, I have we're going to do the class card challenge for those. And those people also shared those cards there, like Jean Maxwell here. So it's a way for you guys to have some inspiration. You see other cards that are being made by other people. Look at this one. I loved it. Jean Maxwell. I can't wait for everybody to see this card. Look at this awesome card. So she used the Ringed with Nature. So she said winter themed, and she used the Tree Rings hybrid embossing folder, the Aspen Tree Dies, and Well Dressed. So you have to use at least one current Stampin' Up! Stamp set, and she stamped something on the inside, I'm sure, with a stamp set. But she used the dies, and she used, just look at that. It's so cool. I love it. Jean Maxwell, this is ingenious. I love your creativity here. So anyways, that's what, like here's Tracy Sorge, had a Valentine's Country Bouquet. So that's the monthly creative challenge. And then right below here's a post for the class card challenge, because I want you guys to get card kits from me and I want you to put them together. And this is my evidence that shows that you guys are putting my classes together. So like Jean Terwilliger took a picture of her He's the Man cards. And then Deanne, look at all this, you guys. She did all of these extra ink, paper, scissors cards. And then Jenny Knutson had her class, Linda Grady, Deanna Stell, there's Barb Johnson's cards again, see? And then I know that Debbie Schultz got her cards in here too. So that's the class card challenge. So what I do, I'm going to grab everybody's names and we're going to do a random number generator. So we're going to go into the Chrome and pull up random number generator. So I have 9 people that did the monthly creative challenge. And what we're going to do is we are going to put number 9 in here and hit the word generate. And it'll tell me a number. Number 4. All right, Sherry Pyre, you're the lucky winner of the monthly creative challenge. Now for the class card challenge, which we just talked about, we're going to put 11 people in there and hit the word generate. Number 6, Linda Grady. All right, so Linda Grady, you are the class card challenge winner. So Top Fans is stupid. Have to say that those are my official words for Top Fans. I have to randomly go and hunt and find Top Fans. And so the Top Fan winners for the month of December are Hildenel Vilches, Shireen Moodley, and Faye Godby. Yay to those lucky winners. So we've got Sherry Pyre, Linda Grady, Hildenel, Shireen, and Faye. Now, the other thing I also do for the month, every month, I have a VIP group. And if you've purchased products from me, or have like taken a product-based class where you get products from me, if you buy classes and pay the fee, and that's what you do, then I don't include you in my VIP group. It's based off of purchasing products from me. Okay, so I have this group. It's called Cards by Christine VIPs, and I have to access it from my personal. So I gotta switch the profile stuff all around. And what I do is I search here for Cards by Christine. So if you're not a part of this group and you have purchased products from me via product-based classes like the Winter Creative Escape, or if you purchase products because you get classes for free by buying products, let me know. I have a hard time keeping up with making sure I add people. But if you have, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. And I have here, I do what's coming up with Christine next month. And anybody who shares that then what happens is they go into for a drawing. So I take everybody's name, and what happens is every month I do a showcase video, and I brought that up earlier on this one, and I will be doing the showcase video. My plan is to do it on Wednesday of next week. You guys, I leave for Florida on Thursday. I'm taking a few days. I'm going with my mom down to visit my aunt and uncle, or her brother, and sister-in-law down in Venice. So I'm putting it out there. I know I tried to connect with a couple people while I was down there last year. I know I met up with Cheryl Taylor, who's on my team, and I met up with Lila Erickson in Fort Myers on my team. I tried a couple other people, and just the timing didn't always work, but putting it out there, I'm down there. If it works, I don't have a car, right? So, but my aunt and uncle have a van. So if it works, you know, I'd love to meet up with some people. We're going to be doing the downtown Venice Art Festival craft fair on I think Saturday or Sunday. So yay, we might be doing the Red Barn flea market as well. Hi, Karen Wetstein. So I'm doing the showcase video for the February cards next week. Wednesday is my plan. And I'm going to be showing some of them off today, just so that you guys can already see a sneak peek of what's coming up for February, because some of the classes are coming up in the first part of February. Like as soon as I get back, I've got class like the following week, and I'll be kidding up from, like, I saw, hi Susan Bellamy from Florida. I was reading her comment as I was talking. So I will be kidding up right after I get back. So I need to have a good idea of what to kit up. So what I do though is I share that video to my VIP group, and I put a challenge out there of if you share the Facebook video, it's not a Facebook video, if you share the YouTube video in YouTube, or if you share the post that I create in Facebook, either way, if you share it and you comment that you share it, I put you in for the drawing. And so in the past, I've always given away the featured suite bundle at half off. So what I'm putting out there this time, instead of the specific featured suite bundle, I have a few, say the date you're going to be at the Venice Art Fair. I have to look at the calendar, Melanie. There is, I don't know the dates yet, either the 28th or the 29th. So we leave on the 26th and we come back on the 31st. So it's just a long weekend, and we'll be at the Venice Fair. I don't know. It depends on the weather usually. Hi, Barbara Gabi. It depends on the weather. If it's going to be raining and nasty one day, we usually go the other day. So 28th, 29th. All right. So you guys, there were 25 people who commented that they shared the video, which was fabulous. And so I'm going to do a random number generator to pick a lucky winner. And instead of specifically saying, oh, this is the half off bundle they get, I'm going to reach out to that person privately and tell them, hey, I have about 5 bundles that I've gotten extra to use as prizes. So I'm going to give them the choice of which one of those bundles they could get at half off. And hopefully by doing that, I get a bundle in somebody's hands that they don't have. Whereas sometimes when I pick winners in the past, they already have the bundle and they've passed it on to somebody else. So we're going to try this a little bit differently going forward. So I'm going to do a random number generator. We got 25 people, you guys. So we're going to flip this back down and not go to my calendar, but we are going to go back here to number generator. We're going to put in 25, you guys. 25. Hit generate. Number 8, Stacy Burns. Okay, Stacy, I will be reaching out to you to figure out which half off bundle I can help you get. All right, you guys, I can cross some things off my list. Look at that. Half off VIP, monthly class drawing, and the CCC. Okay. Oh, that wasn't the monthly card drawing, monthly class. We got to do that. So now that I already crossed it off, we better do that next, because that was a hint to do that. So I'm going to go grab my book. So hang on. So one of the things that we couldn't do on Thursday after class is do the drawing for the door prize, right? So anybody who places an order to get the class for free with me gets their name in for a drawing. And I do that because I end up with extra stuff that I don't necessarily always need to use for kitting in my classes. And so I like to give that back to people if I can. So I want a pencil. Hang on. Oh man, I should have grabbed a pencil. One moment, please. Hang on. Because I have one right here. Okay. So I have to put a little number, and as I give the number, I will tell you the name. So Francis Rodriguez, you are number 1. Mary Lemke, you are number 2. Judy Bobo, you're 3. Annette Rollin is 4. Amy Ponce is 5. And let's see here. Shauna Burns is number 6. You guys, I have a Stacy Burns and a Shauna Burns, and they're both on my team. Not like they try to confuse me at all. They don't. Only once that has happened. 6 is Shauna Burns, and then Patty Salter, you're number 7, and Barbara Barco, you're number 8. Okay, so we had 8 people that placed orders to get, let's get where my phone went, right over here. 8 people, so let's do, hi Becky Rohr, hi Sandy Wicklander. All right, you guys, this is not normal for me to be live on a Saturday morning, but we're sneaking it in, yay. All right, we said that there were 8, so let's hit the word 8 and click generate. Number 4 is Annette Rollin. Okay, Annette. All right, so that's good. I'm going to, you know what we're going to do? We're going to write that on here. So we're going to do monthly class is Annette Rollin. So congratulations to Annette and to Stacy Burns and to Hilton, Shireen, Faye, Linda, and Sherry so far. Okay, so we're getting things knocked off our list. Let's see what else is on here. Okay. The sale-a-bration board. Let's do that. So we were also going to do this drawing on Thursday night, but my YouTube live, for whatever reason, cut out. Like, always keeping it real, right? So 25 people have their names on the board. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are 25 names on the board. Some people are doubled, right? So there's not necessarily 25 different people. Could be like 16 or 18, depending on if you place a $100 order, your name goes on twice. If you place a $150 order, your name goes on 3 times. But throughout sale-a-bration, I do a sale-a-bration board. And this is the 3rd board. Oh my goodness, so exciting. We're going to start the 4th board, and already I have names to go on it. So just because, so if you've placed an order with me since, let's say, Wednesday morning, you might not be on here because the board was full, and then I can't put more slips on until I have it drawn and put more slips on. All right, so for this one, you guys, I don't do a random number generator. I keep it old school. I have these little slips of paper that I've been using for about 4 years, and they're worn and loved, and they contain the numbers 1 through 25. And so if you're local to me and you're in person while you are here, I put your name on the board so you can pick the number. But for those that are not local and you place an order with me, I put your name on. I do it for everybody, right? So it's on there. And so I'm so excited. So you don't have to ever worry that, you know, if you have to give me a number. I used to do that back in the day where I'd have to connect. I tried to connect with people to get their numbers, and that was way too much work, you guys. I'd have you sitting around waiting for people's numbers, and I was like, nope, that's not very efficient. Oh, Deb Norman, you are amazing. Be sure to hit the thumbs up for this video. And if you guys don't know what that's all about, all you have to do is go into where you're in the video and you back it up a little bit and you hit the thumbs up. Oh my gosh. So right there it says that I'm the only one. I can't believe that, but we'll see once. And then go back to live chat and then we're back in here. All right, thanks for that reminder, Deb. I love it. Okay, so let's swirl these all around and find the lucky duck winner. And all right, you guys, the number is 14. Let's flipper it back. Oh my goodness, Elaine Rebeck. You are hot. Wow. Okay, so you guys, I'm showing you. Elaine Rebeck is right here. Okay, Elaine Rebeck. She won board number 1. What is the what are the odds? Lucky girl. All right, Elaine, you're gonna be so happy. Oh, good girl. Okay, so Elaine Rebeck is the winner of board number 3. She was the winner of board number 1, and Dar McCarthy was the board winner for number 2. So I can't wait for you to watch this, Elaine, because Elaine usually catches all the lives. So I think she does. She watches a lot. So we're going to write down sale-a-bration board is Elaine Rebeck. All it takes is one number to win that, you guys. So we are going to get rocking and rolling on board number 4. Okay. We can cross that off the list, you guys. I love it. Watch this. This is so satisfying, putting check marks in front of things, you guys. Okay. We're not doing any cards because I didn't have a chance to pull all the winners, but there is, I don't know what TF is. I have to think about what TF is. So bingo. Let's do the bingo drawing. Okay. So the other thing that I did that wrapped up the end of the year in Facebook, I did a bingo board. The bingo board looks like this. It's to encourage you guys to do stuff. All right. So it's hard to read it, but you can always go to my pinned announcements. Once I pick the winners, I will go and add them, and then I will unpin this. But I did this at the end of last year, and everybody loved it. So it's commented on a Technique Thursday, sent out Christmas cards, placed an order to get a class with Christine for free, thanked your local mail carrier. Okay, so there's different things that you could, download this picture and then you put marks on it. And then in the comments, so when you look at the comments, let's say I'm in the VIP group. So let's see, hang on. We're going to switch back to my page, when you own or have a business page, how about a year ago, oh, that looks delicious. Okay. They transitioned to that. You have to toggle between things. And so the bingo board is actually here and comments. And so people then uploaded pictures. Like this was Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. And she commented that she had 5 bingo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So she got her name on the list 5 times. Here was Hildenel. She also did it. So very good. Look at all that purple. They even used purple just for me, I'm sure. All right. So Kelly Lamb, you guys, she went out and she grabbed everybody's. Sherry Stewart, top fan. Oh, we did top fan. Mine says 1 also, but I clicked the first. Yeah, not sure, you guys. That thumbs up thing can be, oh, my battery's going to die. Oh, no. Oh, no, you guys. This isn't going to be good. I think I have to run it. I have to pull you guys, I might have to pull a Kelly. I don't have a phone charger out here. So I might have to run into the house and get a phone charger. So what Kelly did is, you guys, we keep it all in one post. Let's see what my battery says, 5%. Oh man, you guys. I'm going to make the executive decision and show you some pretty cards while I go and get my phone charger. It's by my bedstand. I rolled over with my wheel, the one that I used to have in here, and it broke it, basically. So that's why I don't have one, and I haven't purchased a new one. But you guys, I'm going to drop the camera down. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to run into the house and go get the charger before my phone dies. So I'm going to drop the camera down, and you guys can have a sneak peek of, you were asking what, Sherry Stewart, you're amazing. TF is top fan. Boom. Okay, so we can check that one off. Awesome. Good job. Yay. See, you guys help me keep it straight. So I'm going to drop down and show you the fancy Flora cards, okay? This is the bundle suite class that's coming. Dad Norman said there's 22 now. Awesome. So you guys, this is coming up in the second week of February. Okay, one moment. All right, I'll be right back. If I would have had my head on straight, I would have just ran to my car, which was a lot closer than my bed. But anyways, I did run and get some steps and got my phone charger. Woo! Okay. Oh, no! And just like that, you guys, it hit 0. Did you see that? Whew! Okay. Well, we won't be doing the drawing at the exact moment. We're going to buy some time for my phone to get a little replenishment. But we'll talk about this, you guys. Oh, that was funny. Right as I needed it. Okay. So you guys, I have a schedule. It's called Cards by Christine Schedule. It's out on my website. If you go to cardsbychrisb.com and you go to the newsletters and files section, you will find this copy. There's one for the whole year, and then there is one for just through April. And just know it's like a living and breathing document, right? It's only as good as the day that it was printed, and this one, there's probably been 2 changes since December 5th. But I wanted to call out that there's a section here for sweet bundle classes, Fancy Flora. So you guys, I get back from Florida on the 31st, and this class is the 8th in person, and then the 9th on Thursday. So literally we get back, and Mom and I are going to be kitting up that Wednesday or Thursday. And so I need to get a good idea of who all wants to take this class sooner rather than later. And I would like to show these off now because the showcase isn't going to be till next week. So just a thought. You just need a sentiment here and some flowers. Now, this stamp set is all flowers. There's 2 of them actually. It's 2-tone flora and then something fancy, I think. And so you'll definitely need sentiments and some sort of flower because these are stamped and then die cut out, stamped and die cut out. And what I will be giving you is a sheet of white paper, white cardstock, right? Basic white cardstock, and you'll have to stamp and then die cut your own. This isn't a class where like this card, you could easily recreate this without having the stamps, where these 3 do greatly feature the stamps. But who doesn't have flower stamps, right? A lot of us have different flower stamps. And you guys, this is a book card, and so it opens up like, there's a little, I cut some DSP extra, so opens up. You guys, we've been loving on the book cards. So it's probably our 3rd one in the last couple months. All right, so that was just to show you a little sneaky peeky of the Fancy Flora card class that's coming up. That got designed this week. So just know that this is not officially the showcase, but this is a sneak peek of what is coming up. I don't know, let's see. Hi, Hilda Nell. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. Let's see if I get some juice in here going. Oh, that's starting. Okay, I'll show you another thing. So Jennifer Merle-Hamster and I created a class featuring the Scenic Garden, which is the free host set. The free host set that you get with a $300 order. And so this is new ad hoc class. Oh, I got that all squished. It's a new ad hoc class, not even on the list, right? Not even documented anywhere. We just did this last Saturday, and this is a class that you can get for free if you're a host with me and do a $300 workshop. You would definitely get a set of these cards, and then you get the host set as your gift from Stampin' Up. I'm also going to make these card kits eligible to my team. And so you can always pay the Be Happy Stamper team price. And the other option is starting March 1st. So sale-a-bration ends February 28th. So starting March 1st, $50 orders that come in using my current host code. Like, so this is my current one, but the current one is always found here because this could close today or tomorrow, and then you can always find the new one there. Starting March 1st, so orders that come in March 1st or after, and it's while supplies last, could get this class for free, and it includes the stamp set. So not everybody's going to get it. So there, that's a little extra ad hoc class that we're doing. I'll also be sharing that in more details on the showcase. All right, and let's see where we're at with the phone. All right, we got a little juice. That's good. All right, we were doing what? We were doing a random number generator for something. Let's look at the book. You guys, I gotta cross off the TF because TF apparently means top fan. All right, bingo! That's what we were doing. Okay, let's get back to our bingo. So, let's get into YouTube, get the video up. Hi, Mary Jean Keepert. Yes, so Melanie Foy was just calling out that Hildenell won top fan. Yeah, so Hildenell, in case you missed it, you got a top fan prize. Yay! Okay, let's get back here. Go to my channel. Go to the live. There are the comments, back and check. Oh, hi, Peggy Rasmussen. All right, the flowers are amazing. I have so many flowers, but definitely think I need this one too. Oh no, Deb. They are pretty. There's like 5 different flowers, and there's like a bottom stamp and a top stamp to each one. And I'll be showing off the stamp sets with the cards next week. Okay, so bingo. Let's go here. You guys, I was just getting ready to open my email because Kelly sent me a list of all the people who filled out the bingo. Let's see, we don't need Ruby Ribbon here. Yeah, I like to delete emails when I can. Bingo. Okay. So let's see how many. So Kathy Jackson had 5 bingos, right? We talked about that already. Hildenell had a bunch of bingos. All the people, every bingo that they had, they got their name listed. And so here's my deal. I'm going to do 2 prizes. But if Deb Norman happens to get the first random number generator and the second, she wouldn't win 2 prizes. I would pick somebody else to win the the other prize. She just has better odds of winning because has a few bingos. So we're going to do 47 and 47 for the random number generator. And, oh, we don't want my Stampin' Up! Order history here. Let's go back to random number generator. I think we said 47. I'm going to just double check. Yep, 47. Pauline was 47. All right, you guys, drum roll. All right, generate. Oh my goodness, number 1. Was that not Kathy Jackson? I'm pretty sure if I look that Kathy Jackson was first on our list here because she was the first one that posted. Okay, or that was the first one on the list. Next, you guys, we're going to hit this again, and we're going to click the word generate. 21. All right, let's see who 21 is. Da-da-da! Jean Maxwell from Arizona. Jean will win a prize as well. Okay, so congratulations. I hope you guys enjoyed doing the little bingo card. I know some people had a hard time, understanding that you had to download it and then you have to go to add the little marks on it and then upload a picture. But the 47 different bingos was awesome. So you guys, yay, we get to cross off that. Woo! Okay, so all that little schnibblins is done. And now there's a guessing game. All right, you guys, are you ready for it? Before I do that, I want to share with you, I finally, last week, we got the product shares. Pretty much round 1 of the product shares got done. I have a round 2 that's happening currently. So if anybody still wants to get a product share, you definitely can. They are available. I'm just going to put this hair down. All right. Hi, Mary Carls. Hildy, you won a prize from my vault, right? I don't know what the prize is, but you will win a prize, and I'll include it with your next package you have going out. So in case you guys are wondering what a product share looks like from me, these are all the ribbons. So you would get a yard each of all the twines. You get 2 yards of the Balmy Blue Pool Party and the Night of Navy, and you get 1 yard of the Burlap Red and Papaya. And so that is what comes nicely, not like a big hairy rat's nest, right? So my mom cut all the ribbons, and then Anna helped me put these together. Also, Carmen helped for a few of them as well. And then, in case you're wondering, so this is Stacy Warner's. I can tell Stacy now, in case you're watching, Stacy, you can come pick this up. It's ready for porch pickup. But when you get the paper, the embellishments, and the ribbon, you guys, you get to pick out a class with me, a class that's offered free with a purchase. So my monthly class, my Kellogg Launch Party was a free one that you could get. This Let's Just Stamp is gone for the month. There's the Sweet Bundle. I think I have 1 or 2 left of that. So you get to pick a free class if you get all 3. And you guys, I think you're going to love it. This was Tammy Sikolik's idea to put all these embellishments. At the end of the Alaska Escape, she's like, well, we should really make this a little bit nicer because otherwise they came all kind of together in a little package. And so what we decided for this one, Judy Immel, Jill Butzine, I had helpers, you guys. Carmen helped a little bit. That little tape stuck. But what we did is we put all of the embellishments onto these. It's DSP backers, right? And so we put them so that you can easily see all the gems. And then it also comes with basically 1 sheet of these enamel icons, and then you get 4 dragonfly trinkets. Okay, so that's the embellishments, and each one of these is priced individually, right? You can get either one, all of them, or 2 of them, however you want to do it. And then the paper is all 6x6 pieces. And so my first round of these got mailed out on Tuesday. So people were starting to get them, and they are loving them. You get 1 sheet of each of the designer series papers, specialty papers, and you even get 2 of the note cards and envelopes to see what they're, or you get 2 of each color actually, and then 4 envelopes. And then this is the brick, you guys. So it includes even the sale-a-bration paper was included in this. So you get 1 of each of everything so that you can really get a feel for what everything looks like before you actually decide to buy it. So yes, best idea ever, Tammy. Definitely agreed. So let's put that back in. So Stacy Warner, when you hear this message, or I will message you privately, your share is ready to go. I wanted though to show it off because I don't make up 1 share ahead of time to show you guys. I just basically go off of, okay, this is what's all included in it, but it's nice to actually physically see what you get with a product share. And if you guys are wondering where you can find the information on my product share on my website, not Facebook, if you go to cardsbychrisb.com, that's my website, and you go to January 4th is the magic date, you guys. On January 4th, it has the sale-a-bration launch party, the DSP sampler, and the product share. All three of those things are listed on here. And this is where you can pay for it, or if you want to pay for it electronically or cash check option, you can do that. But yeah, the only thing that really wasn't included with the embellishments were the loose daisy embellishments. But I've got the costs here, and I even have choose all three, get a free class from me. And so there's all the details. January 4th is the magic date for that. Okay, good deal. So I wanted to talk about that, which is awesome. Got that off my list. Then let's go to this next. So, whew, okay, you guys. So I haven't looked at this for a couple weeks, so we're going to see here how we do. If you're wondering where this is all coming from, if you go to the Facebook page here, Cards by Christine, and you go to, I did pin one thing as a featured thing. If you go to right here, I have what a great year it's been. Want to play a guessing game. And I only pinned the first question, but I asked, so how many classes were offered in 2022? How many unique classes events were offered to customers this past year? Okay, so, and then people guessed. And so I have the answer, and then I have the winner and what they guessed, okay? So what we'll do is we're gonna start to go through these, and I don't know how much I need to actually be looking at them because that's not gonna change anything. But we have here the questions, and then we have the answer. And you guys, this was always to the best of our ability, right? If there was something that we did not do, oh, I lost a milky dot from somewhere. Oh, you know, I don't know. We're gonna put that right there. Okay, so we did our best, and if I'm putting it out there, if we're going through these answers and you're like, I answered that better, or it was right, just don't comment in here. Just reach out to me privately and we'll figure it out. I always figure things out, make it right. We are human. We do the things to our best of our abilities, and don't take it out on us if we did something if we didn't catch something, right? Okay. Kelly and I have both busy day like this. We are both busy people. And so we do our best to always do things the best and the right way. So I'm putting it out there that I'm going to read off what the question is. I am going to tell you what the answer is. And then what Kelly did is she went through everyone. You guys, it took her time to go through all these 14 questions and look and see who it was, okay? So I'm just putting out there she could have missed something, because what she did for me is she just prepared a spreadsheet of who the winner was. So again, if you feel that your answer was the right answer, just reach out to me privately and we'll look at it before we make a decision, okay? But I'm gonna take it offline for that kind of stuff, okay? All right, because right now I'm gonna just roll through this and just hopefully it works out good. Some of these we'll have to do random number generators though too, so just putting it out there. Okay, all right. You guys have been waiting for the guessing game, so I know I feel really bad. You guys, I really wanted to do this the Wednesday before the escape, and what was I thinking? I have really ambitious thoughts all the time, you guys, and I think I'm gonna get all these things done, and I do get lots of things done. But it's always in a different order because you know what? Things come up. The phone rings. People stop in. I have to, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this. Oh man, we need to do this. Oh, what about this? And so I appreciate everybody's patience with this and just waiting very patiently till we got to it. And it worked out good. We could do it this morning. So we're going to roll through these, you guys. Okay, so this was from now, like basically December through the end of the year. I posted these questions. So I think it started on like the 23rd of December. It was at my parents and I just posted all these. And I had them all scheduled, you guys. I honestly wasn't posting all at the times that they were. And there were so many questions that sometimes I did 3 questions in a day because there was 14 questions from the 23rd to the 31st. And then I added one more too at the end. So the question is, so many classes were offered in 2022. How many unique classes events were offered to customers this past year? So this is customers. This didn't include team events. Thanks, Melanie. And also like classes events are basically something that, you know, like because sale-a-bration celebration isn't technically it's a class, but like it was more of an event, right? So the retreat too was an event. Okay, so there's so that's why I got the little asterisk after it. So this doesn't include team events or demonstrator only events, which would have added more to that number. So Kelly, and Carissa helped me come up with all of the answers because she's been helping me keep track of things in her spare time, which is awesome. And so just putting a thank you out to both Kelly and Carissa for helping me make this happen for you guys to do. So 107 is the answer. 107 is correct. And you know what? There was a tie. I didn't even look at who the answers are because it's been a blur. There was a tie, actually. So 2 people will win prizes. Miss Christina Bernards and Kathy Lester both guessed 108. So I'm guessing we didn't have a 107 and there wasn't a 106. So she took the next closest number. And so again, Christina Bernards and Kathy Lester. And what I have for prizes, you guys, I got all these guys. I love this new enamel. These enamel things, they're very enamel dot essentials. I feel like the colors are very versatile and they're flat and nice and easy to put on your cards. And so I got a whole bunch of these and I'll have to get more if I need to, but that's what I was getting for everybody. So, all right. So Kathy Lester and Christina Bernards. Yay to you girls. Okay. Question number 2. Now that you guessed how many unique classes, think about how many times those unique classes were offered and multiply them out by how many times each class was offered. Can you guess how many total classes events were offered to customers this past year? Okay, so like I do, almost every class I do is double, if not triple. And sometimes like I do an in-person class, I only do it once, like with bingo, or ink, paper, scissors is an online class, I only offer it once. But most of the time classes are offered at least 2 times. So, all right. So the answer is 212. And April Anderson had 212 for her guess. And so the winner for question number 2 is in fact April Anderson with the correct answer. Yay. Okay. So congratulations to April. All right. Question number 3. Everyone has a favorite. Instead of guessing for this post, can you share what your favorite class we offered this past year was? Please provide, so this is Kelly. I asked her for a list of the names. So you guys, she gave me a list of names. Boom. And boom. 52 people answered the question. And so it's fun to go back and read what you guys wrote for the favorite classes. But I'm like, Fun Folds is always a fan favorite. So we had here 52 people. So we're going to put in number 52 and see who the winner is and hit generate. 34. Laura Ann, you are the lucky winner of question number 3. So yay to you. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what your favorite class was. All right. So that is number 3. Number 4, you guys, is guessing how many classes is one thing. Now can you guess how many cards projects were kitted up for all these classes? Oh my goodness, when I saw this number, it blew my mind because I think in 2021, the number was around 18,000. And so maybe 17, I can't exactly remember, but the number, so like a class could have 4 cards, it could have 3 cards, it could have 2 cards, it could have 1 card, it could have like sale-a-bration is one project. So like, but kitting up, what was the number? And the number was 20,417. Wow. Okay. Now you know how many envelopes I pretty much go through because almost all of those are cards. There are some non-card things, but yeah, about 20,000 envelopes I go through. Because you guys, I always include an envelope for my cards when I do my classes. I do not give you kits without an envelope. Okay. So 20,417. The lucky winner of this one is... The answer that was guessed was 20,711. And again, the winner is Christina Bernards. And so I will give her a different prize so she doesn't get 2 of the same prize. Yay. So again, we didn't look at it going over or under. It wasn't like select the number without going over. We were like, who's closest? Okay. So Christina Bernards, she is a lucky guesser. All right. From cards to customers, can you guess how many unique customers purchased a class, got a class free with a purchase this past year, or placed an order with me? This is pretty phenomenal, you guys. When I think about the emails and the texts and the phone calls and the Facebook messages and the correspondence I have with customers. Like, I don't have somebody that answers my emails for me. I don't have somebody that answers the phone for me. I don't have people that do that. Okay? I'm like basically it. And so when I thought about this number, and I'm like, times correspondence back and forth on a day-to-day basis with the most people, so I sign everybody up for classes. I have that correspondence and take care of that. That's my thing. And so I was like, oh, that makes sense why I could probably have like 200 emails in a week. And it just blows my mind. So the number is 332 people. And so that's who's actually taking classes. Now, I also have customers that don't necessarily, they might take a class with me and not place orders to get product for free. So this is how many customers, this is purchase a class. So this would include people who purchase a class, got a class for free with a purchase, or place an order with me. So these are this is my current customer base. Like, I keep a customer base of people I've been working with since 2015, and there are over 800 people in that customer base. And so the current active people, though, is 332. So I'm excited. Who guessed closest in the answer? And maybe she is watching. I think she's still watching. So the answer was 341, and that guesser was Deb Norman. Yay, Deb Norman. So so she guessed 341, and the answer is 332. Congratulations, Deb Norman. Yay. Okay. So now that you guessed how many unique customers took classes, can you guess how many classes the number one class taker took this past year? So I think this person should win a prize just for being number one. Okay, and this person did win a prize from me. I gave it to her already. So there was actually there was a tie for first place. It was super close, you guys. There were two people who were one number away, and there were two more people that were two numbers away. So Cheryl Taylor and Jody Snorman both guessed 100, and the answer was, oh wait, hang on, I'm on the wrong one. We got to back up one. So it was how many unique classes the number one class taker took, and the answer is 73. But there was still a tie. Okay, so it's a three-way tie. So the answer that three people guessed was 72 classes, and the people who guessed 72 were Karen Wetstein, Millie Kindle, and Wanda Campo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a random. So when there was a tie, I'm going to pick. I think I need to do that on the other one. Okay, you know what? Going into this in my head, I knew that there were ties, and we were going to do random number generators because there's a bunch of ties. So we're going to do random number generators for the winners. Instead of giving everybody a prize, I got prizes for every question, right? So I have 14 prizes. So we're going to do a random number generator for this too, and we'll go back and do the first one. So I'm retracting my words on the first one. We'll pick a winner. But for that number of classes, it's 73. Karen Wetstein, Millie Kindle, and Wanda Campo. So Karen is going to be number 1. Millie is going to be number 2. And Wendy Campo is going to be number 3. And we're going to pull up the random number generator. Oh, I don't want you guys to see all the answers here. Okay, so we're going to put 3 people in here and click the word generate and see who wins. Number 3. Okay, so number 3 we had said was Wanda Campo. Okay, so Wanda, you will have a prize. Now we're gonna go back to number 1, you guys. And Christina Bernards and Kathy Lester tied. And because we're gonna pick one winner, we're gonna put in here 2 and hit the word generate and number 1. Okay, so it's Christina Bernards for that one. Perfect. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, so are you guys curious to know who the number 1 class taker was? I announced it in class, and so I think she's okay if I say it. The number 1 class taker was Julie Bierschbach, you guys. I can't say that she took every class because there were classes that, like when it comes to that number that was 107, some of those are mystery card nights, right? And I don't know if she does all of them, but she's almost taken every single class. And then close following her was Sandy Wicklander and Jeannie Parker. And so those 3 were my top 3 class takers, and I appreciate them so much. So Julie also got a Better Your Best challenge with me for my team, and she picked out the Easter Bunny stamp set. And so I took a bet that she didn't have the punch, and so I got her the bundle instead. And so I gave her an extra prize for being my #1 class taker. So yay to Julie Bierschbach. Whew. Okay. All right, so that was that. Question was number 6. Number 7, let's move on to stamp sets. Can you guess how many unique stamp sets were featured this past year to make all the beautiful cards that were made? So we wanted to just showcase that we have a lot of versatility with what we're using in designing the cards. We don't just stick with the same stamp set. We try to feature as much throughout the year with all the different products that are in the catalog. And so the answer to this question was 101 stamp sets were used to make all of our beautiful cards, creations, projects, whatever it was. So question 7, number 101 was the answer. And this is where I started to talk about it a little earlier. There was a tie between 2 people that guessed 100, which was Cheryl Taylor and Jody Storman. And then 2 other people guessed 102. So we had really close 4 people. But we're going to do random number generator. So Cheryl Taylor is going to be 1 and Jody Storman is going to be 2. And we're going to go back to here. I'm going to go out and just come back in so you guys see that it's a fresh random number generator. And we're going to put 2 in here. And all right, hit generate. Number 2. Okay. Number 2, we said, was Jody Storman. Okay, so Jody will win the prize for that question. All right, so the next one. Can you guess which specific class this past year had the highest attendance out of them all? And I wanted the exact class. I didn't want just, Fun Folds, right? Because we always know that Fun Folds is the highest attended class. I wanted to know which Fun Folds. So thanks, Kimberly. And let's see what the answer. Okay. So I was looking for a specific class and it was the Fun Folds Holiday Edition. I think that 108 kits were made up for that one. It was a lot, you guys. Like I had underestimated by a bunch and then I ended up making more. And I'm happy to do that if it's like multiples of 8 or 12 or more. So Fun Folds Holiday Edition was in October of this past year. And we had 3 people guessed that. They put Fun Fold. Well, you know what? So Karen Wetstein guessed Fun Folds October, which was what I just said it was, Fun Folds October. Ann Miller guessed Fun Folds, but it doesn't reference a day or like which edition it was, right? Because I did 3 Fun Folds classes last year, and then Luann Johnson had Fun Folds in December, but there wasn't a Fun Folds in December that I'm aware of. So I'm going to, and I'd have to go back to look if Ann Miller had anything else with her comment, but Kelly did a pretty good job here. She referenced Karen Wetstein, Fun Folds October. So I'm going to put it out there that Karen Wetstein is the winner for this one. It was Fun Folds October. And I will go back and look at Ann Miller's comment and see if Ann Miller also did actually, in fact, have October in there. If she did, then I'll figure something else out between those 2, okay? But I had, I'm going to go with the Karen Wetstein for this one for now. And number 9, you guys, did you know that I have a loyalty shopping program? When you shop online with me, orders over $50 earn a punch, right? And once you receive 6 punches, you earn a $25 shopping spree with me. So Carissa got me, hi Suzanne. So Suzanne, I'm doing an impromptu Facebook or YouTube live this morning. So I had a time and so I'm just sneaking it in. So otherwise all my classes, you guys, like Suzanne doesn't know when I'm live. I'm just going to point this out here. That's a good thing. If you guys don't know when I'm live, all you have to do is look at my class schedule. I had mentioned that it's available on my website. And anytime you see the word online next to a class, it's highlighted in red. It has the day and the time. Online, 6 p.m. Central. Online, 6 p.m. Central. Here, online, 6 p.m. Central. This schedule, every time you see red, it means there's an online class. So Suzanne, check out my schedule, and then you will always know when I'm live. I also do these ad hoc things like this guessing game, and that just, you'll never know when I go live because I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I got to it today. So the shopping program. So I had a hard time keeping track of things last year, you guys. I was super busy, if you didn't notice, in a good way, always in a good way. And so I had a hard time logging the back end stuff. And so I've got somebody helping me with that. And that started back in October, November, right? And so fortunately, we were able to go through and we got to the end of the year and we got everything logged. And I have a little list. It's actually in my book here of people who have earned loyalty, like a loyalty shopping spree with me, you guys. I will be reaching, I have it here. I have, let's see, I have a list. I printed it off because Krista just gave it to me. She's helping me out when she's able to get everything documented. So she just got me I don't have it in there. I thought I did. But she gave me a list. And so I'm going to be reaching out to you guys because you're probably wondering, like, did I earn one or not? So I am going to be reaching out to those people who earned one and letting them know that they earned 25, they earned 50, they might have earned 75. I had one person who earned 6 of them, you guys. $150 shopping spree. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to call this person and tell them. So I went to do it before the escape, and you guys know I'm not gonna keep saying it. It was crazy the last 2 weeks. So, but the question is, can you guess how many $25 shopping sprees were earned this past year? Well, there, if you add it up, you know some. Orders that received a discount, birthday, Christmas promotional offer are not punched. So if you used like you got the promotion and you got the gift from me, then I didn't include them because you're already getting the discount, promotion there. So anyways, the answer is 32, okay? 32 $25 gift certificates are earned. So do the math. I'll be reaching out to those people, and that is the amount that people are going to be getting back. So 32 is the answer. There was a tie between Deb Norman and Lori Helgeson. So Deb Norman, you are going to be number 1, and Lori, you're going to be number 2, and we'll do a random number generator. I'll go back out and come back in just to keep it fresh here. So 2, and we're going to click generate, number 2. Okay, so Lori Helgeson, you were number 2, so you will win a prize. All right. Now, question number 10. Did you know that I have a loyalty class attendee program? When you pay the class fee to take classes with me, you get a punch. And when you pay for 10 classes, you get a free class. And so this question, the one we're referring to online, I do actually physically have cards that I do. So you guys, morphing into the online world was a challenge, and it was different than doing things in person. In person, people I have a little business card with circles on it, and as they attend class and pay for class, I punch it, or I write the date on it. And if they spend $50 with me for their order, I punch their card, physically, right? So for the online, it's different. You guys aren't here that I can't punch your cards, and so we track that. And so what we're going to do going forward is on a quarterly basis, we're going to notify people if they've earned free class or if they've earned a loyalty. So what happened is when we started getting our ducks in a row with tracking in early December, I was able to reach out to a whole bunch of people that earned classes. And so a lot of people got December classes for free. Like Jeannie Parker had earned 4 of them. And so her 4 December classes were basically on me because of how many loyalty classes she earned. So we're going to, instead of waiting till the end of the year on this going forward, we're going to do it on a quarterly basis. So that should help spread it out and get you guys to get your prizes or your winnings or earnings sooner. So how many classes were earned for free? You guys, 116. 116 classes. Not all of those have been cashed in yet, but I would have to say at least 75 of them were cashed in between December and January. So, wow. All right, so 116, and there was one person who guessed 115. It was Junie Brennan, Juny, Junie Brennan. So she is the lucky winner for the question number 10. Okay, number 11. The Be Happy Stampers is the name of my amazing team. I love all my bees, and we welcome newbies to the team with open wings. On January 5th, there is an amazing joining special, and we would be honored for people in our community of Stampers to call the hive their home if they are looking to join Stampin' Up. Can you guess how many bees are currently on the team? So when I printed this document, you guys, that's the answer that Kelly went off of. And on January 5th or 6th, it was actually, I gave her this answer on January 4th, I think. So 85 was before the sign up special. So 85 is what I went with. It was basically at the end of December, actually. The answer was as of the end of December. There were 85 bees. And so guess what? Cindy Runtree guessed 85. So 85 was the winning answer, and somebody guessed it right on the head. Now, fast forward to January 21st. I think that's today's date. Do you want to guess how many bees there are now on the team? Oh my goodness. So that sign up special, we had quintuplets that signed up directly through me. 5 gals signed up right on January 5th. And then there were 3 more also that were second line to me that they signed up on somebody's on my team, right? Okay, so that's 8. And then Luann and Michelle both signed up like within the last week. So 10 new bees since January like 5th basically. So we are now at 95 on the team, first, second, and third level, which amazes me. Now I have set a goal to have 5 more people join the team before January 31st, because then we could say we have 100 bees on the team in January. The reason I'm going for January 31st, you guys, is because January is a pending month. So if you haven't done your $300 for the last quarter, so from October, November, December, you are in pending right now. And if you don't do that 300 by January 31st, you drop. And then on February 1st, you're no longer on the team. And I believe I might have 7 people in pending. And what happens if 5 people join this month, then that number would pop to 100. And then come February 1st, we drop back down to closer to the 90, low 90s, right? So I'm just putting it out there. It is a fabulous sign-up special. You get, if you want, you could add on that little mini boho blue machine or the white one, the mini white. You get $175 worth of product for $99. Nope, I think it's, yeah. Okay, there's 2 options, right? If you choose the machine, it's $129. If you don't want the machine, it's $99. But you still get $175 worth of product. And it is a phenomenal deal, okay? If anybody has more questions about it, I do have on my website, if you go to Cards by Chris B and you go to join my team, there is information out there on it. And otherwise, you just reach out to me if you have any questions. So I'd love for anybody else that is looking for a home to join my team. All right. So number 12, everyone has a first name, and some of you have the same first name of so many others. And it dawned on my mom and me when we laid out all the Christmas cards this past week, and that was back in December. Did you realize how many so-and-sos you are sending cards to? And my mom's like, had the name in there. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And we counted them all out, and there was 22 of them, right? Okay, so the question is, can you guess how many, what name that is? And like, for example, Chris, Chrissy, Christina, Chris, like K with a C, all count as the same name. I'm looking for like the common name. Hi, Judy Sharp. Okay, so there's 22 people that are in my custom. I mentioned earlier that there's 332 active customers, but in my database of people, there's about 800. And I sent Christmas cards out to a lot of people, right? I think it was about 500 Christmas cards we sent out. And there were 22 that had the name of Sue, Susan, Susie, Suzanne. So that is the answer, you guys. And there were a bunch of people who guessed it. So Karen Wetstein, you're gonna be number 1. Angela Knutson, you're number 2. Judy Bobo, you're number 3. Susan Bellamy, you're number 4. And then Jenny Knutson, you are number 5. So there were 5 people who guessed. Oh, and Linda Hall. Sorry, Linda Hall is number 6. It wrapped over to the other side here. So Linda Hall would be number 6. So we're going to do a random number generator with 6 people and see who the winner of this one is. All right, let's go back here to this and hit 6 and then hit generate 4. All right. We had said number 4 was Susan Bellamy. Well, that is special because Susan is the only one that guessed her own name, and then she wins the prize. I like that. I can live with that. Okay. I have a birthday card club with those in my community of stampers who take classes, shop with me, and are on my team. One requirement is that I need to know when your birthday is. I haven't been so diligent these past few months asking for your birthday so I can send you a card, but I'm always happy when someone lets me know so I can add you to the club. Hint, hint. So I had about 3 people reach out to me after this got posted, and I could add them to my database with their birthday. Can you guess how many cards I sent out this year for birthday? Well, I said that there was about 500 for Christmas, and so it was about the same for birthday. 516. And Betty Pyle guessed 520. So Betty Pyle, you are our lucky winner for the question number 13. Now, the ad hoc question I add at the end. So I had this all planned out, and then at the end I added one question, you guys. So it wasn't in my radar until all of a sudden we had my mom and dad had their 50th wedding anniversary back in July, and we had a weekend. They wanted just to have the entire family there for the weekend, and you're very welcome, Susan, and celebrating and just being together. And after what we've all of us have gone through over the last few years, like, being together is what we realize is most important. And so that was very special to my parents to have everybody together. And we have some extended family that my parents call family, and they have children, and they consider them like their grandchildren. And we were very blessed that one of these families is one of my team members. My longest standing bee is Gina Bulow, and Gina is part of our family now. They were in need when COVID started, and my parents took them in, and they lived with my parents, the whole family. They stayed with me for 2 nights, 5 people. They were in between selling a house and getting a place to stay, and the world shut down on March 17th, right, or 18th or 20th of 2020, and they were homeless. And so they stayed with me for 2 nights, and then I went to my mom, and I asked my mom and dad, hey, can they stay with you? My parents have a big farmhouse with 5 bedrooms upstairs, and they're empty. And I said, hey, it would be for a week until they can get their stuff figured out. And you know what? A week turned into months, and a month turned into months and more months. And, we were all shut down. And so they've become part of our family. And I'm crying because it's very special. And they were there for that weekend, and Gina took lots and lots and lots of pictures. And for Christmas, Gina had made a memory book for my parents for that weekend, and she used one of the stamp sets, the bundles. That the reason this question came up, because I'm like, wow, that was my lowest attended class. And like, I don't mean class like bingo, because I can only fit 7 to 16 people at bingo, and it's only offered. So I was looking for a class that was offered online and in person, and it was like a core class. Sorry. It's very special. So I'm going to show you guys the book too, and you're going to understand why it's so special. So this question came up because I looked at this book, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be a good question to ask too. Like, I asked you what was the most attended class. I want you to think about what was the least attended class. And now, why was it the least attended class? And showing you something that can be done with the products from that least attended class. And so the question is, one more question, only because it came up in conversation last night with my mom. Can you guess which class was the least attended class of 2022? And like, Hey Sports Fan was by far the least attended class. I think that I only made 24 kits, and that was for in-person and online, okay? And let's see here. So there was one person who guessed that, and so they're gonna be the winner in my book. I would have accepted in-person bingo or Let's Just Stamp, because they were lower than it, but I wasn't really looking for a class that I only offer like one time as a in-person. So my Hey Sports Fan was the answer I was looking for. Jean Terwilliger is the gal who guessed Hey Sports Fan. And I want to show you why I thought of this question and why I've been like tearing up. And it's because this is something that my mom, hi, Joan Bellinger. My mom said it was okay I share the book. And so I'm going to run through the book really quick just to share a little bit of insight into my life, what happened that weekend. And then I'm going to show you the Hey Sports Fan, because Gina loves sports and her kids are into sports. And so she likes creating and crafting with sporting inspired stamp sets and dies. And so this was the book that she created, you guys. So this is what made me think of this last question. So Gina made this book and gave it to my parents for Christmas. And it was just like, oh, so pretty. So she used a lot of, so these are my parents, John and Janet. You guys have seen my mom in the Hive from time to time. They celebrated 50 years. So they had, when my mom had her bridal shower, they had this board that looked just like this, and we recreated this to hang up. They didn't want decorations. We wanted to keep it simple. So this is the only decoration we made. And so we made what, it was like they had those bows that you could use, like when you get the presents, you made the bows with the heart thing. So anyways, so Texture Chic is what Gina made. And so here is that. And so I have 3 brothers, Mike, Mark, and Tom. 2 older, 1 younger, and then my grandma just turned, she's gonna be 96 in May, and this is right outside my parents' farmhouse. And then here's with my grandma, and then here are like the kids with their significant others. And so Mike is married to Linnea, who is one of my best friends from college, and Mark is engaged to Amanda. And then my brother Tom, who I mentioned him the other night, his cat, they just had to put his cat down on Thursday, I believe it was, of 17 years. And then we bring in all the kids here. And so then my brother has 3 kids, and so Amanda has 3 kids, and so Mark's gonna be their stepdad. And then here's like the individual families. So look at this, she made this, you guys. And there's Mark, and they have the dog in there. And then there's Tom and Tyler and me. All right, and then look at all this. She did such an amazing job. Let's see here, let's get the glare off, back out a little bit. And then these are with extended families. So we've got Gina and Glenn, and then their 3 kids. And then we have Soledad, who is one of my very, very best friends from Miami. I brought her home with me on a trip when I lived in Miami and introduced her to Aaron, who's like a brother to me, and they hit it off and are married and have a daughter. So they are also the extended family that we were talking about. And then there's Gina and her family, and then Gina and her family down here, and then Soledad and Aaron up here. And you guys, I just wanted to share, I'm gonna have it zoomed out and get the glare off, but she used, like, you can see what the details, she used that Texture Chic Memories and More card pack, and she used the He's All That, or that man set. And then we had friends from North Carolina came up. So I was in the FFA in high school, and my brothers all were, and we had an exchange program with the North Carolina chapter. And so Leslie drove up with Bill and Sherry, and then Leslie's son Chris and Joy and Griffin. They surprised my parents and came up. So that was more extended family that made it up. And then North Meets South, that was the shirt from like 1996 that the FFA made. And there's some of those. So this is that designer series paper you can get with He's All That. Thank you for this food before us, the family and friends beside us, and the love between us. And we went out to eat the night before. And then here's inside the garage. My mom did all the cooking, you guys. She cooks up a storm if you don't know that. A way to everybody's heart is through food. And so she likes to feed us. And then I got the Dairy Queen cake, and that was the close-up of that. Here's us making it. We're all upstairs working on decorating with tissue paper, and then we took the blends and ink, and we're blending these little, it was tissue paper, and so all of us got in on making it, and then we could surprise them with it. And then my mom wanted everybody to have fun and play games, and so they had all these bubble things that we could blow. And we had kickball, we had a water fight, cornhole, 4-square, Pictionary, and lots of laughs. And so we played lots of games. Look at all these pictures, though. She took all these pictures. We had that saran wrap with the gloves, and they had to get the candy out, and then playing kickball. And here's that. Tyler had a Yeti. We have a Yeti problem, and so there's Landon showing off his. It's actually Tyler's beer, but he was trying to be all suave. We go suave with it. And there's my mom with Lily and Aspen and the kids in the back. Look at how this all came together. We had a trampoline out here as well. And then we had a water fight. Look at this. You use those letters, you guys, with the foam dimensionals. So all these letters are just popped up so nicely. And there's little Aspen. We had the rule was they could not hit the adults. And so it was a rainy kind of day, so we had to put up a tent. And so there we had water fights galore, and then the pictures, like, so that's, you guys, if you don't know what these Memories and More is all about, like pretty much this all came from Stampin' Up. And she had to get a couple sheets outside of Stampin' Up, like this one right here. She had to get a couple more of these big sheets outside, but otherwise everything, look how pretty that is. And then here we played baseball, so we went down by the big shed, and there's no windows down there, right? So here's where this question came up, because this is that Hey Sports fan with the tickets. Bertram family game, 7/4/22 at 7 p.m. We got out and we played ball. And so this is just showing you some of the Hey Sports fan, because I thought, oh my gosh, people really didn't like this bundle or suite so much, because it was I think I only kitted up 24 for that class. And look at this right here. Having lots of fun. Okay. And then here she did another awesome page with the Hey Sports fan, you're out of this league. So think about outside of making cards, you can, Brielle, her thumb, the ball hit her really hard and she cracked her thumb, but she had a fake nail on, so it actually didn't hurt the under nail. So there's more of the baseball. Yes, Gina Bulow did an amazing job. And then you guys, Tyler and Mark went a little bit ham on fireworks. It was 4th of July weekend, right? So you guys, this is that designer series paper from the host set from last year, this holiday catalog. We had sparklers and fireworks galore. And so we went out, all the kids were out there doing their sparklers. And then Tyler, they had all these, whatever those cannons, like you hold them and they go prump, prump, prump. And so Tyler lined it up. So every kid started and staggered it. So it went boom, 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 boom. So it was pretty cool. And there are some fireworks shots. And there's the noon whistle. All right, look at that. So Gina just captured our entire weekend. There's my parents again with one last shot. And then that's it. Oh man, you guys. My mom asked if it was okay if I showed it, and she said it was. But I wanted to show you the capabilities of, if you do enjoy any sort of scrapbooking or memory keeping, keeping in mind we have this book and we have these pages, and you can make something very fabulous to help you keep memories alive. Get those pictures out of your phone and print them so that you can share them with others, right? So, you guys, so it was special. It was very special. And I was able to have this, my mom brought this so I could share it with everybody at the Winter Creative Escape that came this past week too. So, okay. So, let's see where we're at, you guys. It's the noon whistle. I've got class starting here soon. And I have just a couple more things I want to share with you. But guess what? We get to cross this off right here. I'm so excited. Guessing game video. We did it. That means I only had 2 things left from yesterday that I didn't get done, which was writing the Let's Just Stamp, which we got to write that tutorial. I'm going to try to do it and have it to you guys by tomorrow. And then prepping pieces for the next class. Okay, but this is my list for Saturday. I'm not sure. And Sunday, we're working on it, right? Baby steps, right? I was going to think of the saying that Rome wasn't built overnight or something like that. Something like that. So there's a couple more things I want to share with you, because the showcase video is next week, but I wanted to get you guys seeing what's coming up for classes. So the monthly class, what I would have shown after the monthly class on Thursday night was what was coming up for the next monthly class, but because the video cut out, I couldn't do it. So one of the cards is not quite finished, so just putting that out there. It is very close, but I can give you 2 of the cards and then show you the last card as bits and pieces. So I'm going to flip the camera down. So this is the February monthly class. So just in case you guys are wanting to get signed up already for classes, that the inside is here. It says, so it's using the sale-a-bration stamp set and paper, and it's a nice floral card, sending happy thoughts, and then it could be for anything. And then we also went back to more of the sale-a-bration paper and made a little easel card. So these are 2 of the 3 monthly cards for February. So all you need is a sentiment. Here you need some sort of flower activity or something to go in your frame. And then the last card features the ginkgo balboa. It's not ginkgo balboa, it's ginkgo branch. But that goes elsewhere. So it's not put together, you guys. This is where you're going to have to be creative with me and pretend that this is all put together. So we're using ginkgo, and it's going to have a mat here like this, and a little bit of the cheesecloth, I call it, and the little ginkgo leaf on here, and all you need is a sentiment on this one, and that'll go something like over here. So again, it's not quite finished, but this is something similar. So when I do the showcase video with you guys on Wednesday, this card will be done. But just to give you a heads up of kind of what's coming up for the month of February for the monthly class. And then there's one class that's almost done, not quite, same thing. It's really, really close. Very, very close. It's the Queen Bee ink paper scissors for the month of February. And it's not quite done, but close again. And so went with black and white paper and went with 4 different colors. And so here's the first card. Again, by Wednesday, the card will be completely finished. But to give you a sneaky peeky of what's coming up for the Queen Bee, so that one. This one too, none of these are quite done. I've got to figure out final assemblies of them and putting a little bee on there. So went with the Mary Merlot on that one. And then we went with Gorgeous Grape on this one. And we did this. It's like a fun fold. It's like a peekaboo card. Have to get my purple in for you guys. That one is done, except for it's, oh, and it even has embellishment. So that one was done. And then there's one more, still working through it. I guess I'm going to poll the audience as long as I have you guys. I'm going to ask for what you like better. All right, so this one's going to open like this and like that and have a white mat on the inside, right? Something like this, okay? And you can color your flowers, but and then this little branchy thing is going to go here. And the bee is going to be having its wings popped up and going to hold this down so that it flaps in here, right? All right, so then my question is, do you like, here's option 1 at the eye doctor. Do you like the tag stamped and put over here like that? So there's option 1. Or do you like, that's option 1. Tell me, I'm going to watch for it. All right. Okay, so Joan is allergic to bee stings, and so she's passing on the class. But I'm putting it out there, and I've told this to people before. Think about the people you're going to give the cards to, and are there people in your life that like bees? This happened with somebody else. I'm like, well, just because you don't like the cards doesn't mean that somebody else might not love these cards. And so you might not enjoy them, but you might make somebody else happy giving them to them. So just putting that out there, and I completely understand. I'm allergic to bees too. So and I have the hive. So here's option 2 then. Do you like the cutout option and like putting that more at an angle? All right, so this is what the final, like we were just trying to figure out, like, what do we do there? So yes, they do recreate memories, and they sure do. So option 1 was the tag, option 2 was it like that. All of them are going to use the black and white. So that's the Queen Bee ink paper scissors, in case you guys are curious. Not done, but very, very close. On Tuesday, Diane and I are going to be making the Let's Just Stamp cards. So I'll have those ready for the showcase for you. And then I don't believe I'll have the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah cards ready, but I think I'm going to share with you, I have layouts picked of what fun folds they are going to be. And so I'll share those, because I honestly don't think that I will have time to do Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah cards before I leave for Florida. In my head, I'd love to. You guys are, okay, oh man. Option 2, option 1, option 2, option 1. So, okay, I think what I'm going to end up doing, because we were torn too. Carissa liked the tag and I liked the other. So I think that it's probably going to be 50-50. And just to make everybody happy, I think what we'll do is we'll include the tag. So you can use the tag if you want to. And if you don't want the tag, you can always use a strip of paper and stamp it and do your own with white paper. So how's that sound? I think that's what we'll do. Okay, I'm just like, what did I forget? That was a lot, you guys. That took about 2 hours, not quite, an hour and a half. But I have just enough time to go in and get some lunch and be ready for people for coming for class. So I think I'm ready for class, but I'm going to go and get something to eat because it's been a long morning. So I'm very happy I got to cross all those things off my to-do list, because they've been hanging out there for a long time, and I love cleaning things off my plate, right? I'm so happy I got the Winter Creative Escape tutorial out for people. The other thing too, somebody asked me about making a Winter Creative Escape virtual option. And I'm toying with that, and I think I will do it. The virtual option would be a flat fee or price, right? And it would give you access to the group, and it would give you the tutorials and all the pictures of all the projects. And so if anybody's interested in that, don't comment here. You can if you want to, but you need to reach out to me privately. Email me, text me, let me know that you're interested in it, and I'll make sure that you are in the loop if that, if I do decide. I probably will like 90% go forward with it, but there's going to be a virtual option. So you won't get anything in the box. The boxes are pretty much all gone. But it would give you access to everything that people got to experience besides what was in the box. So putting that out there, if you are interested, reach out to me. So, and yes, I'm going to listen to Melanie Foy, and Melanie Foy said, bye, gotta run. I gotta run too. You can always cut the words from the tag. Exactly. See, we'll include the tag. All right, you guys, I'm going to run too. So lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. We will see you the next time, which is probably on Wednesday for the showcase, and then Wednesday night for class. All right. So thank you so much. I'm so happy. Yeah, Deb, a few people have been reaching out to me, asking me, and I'm like, I got it done. So exciting stuff. All right, you guys, love you long time. Bye. Lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. I'm going to count to 5, and then I'm going to end it just in case it ends early.